comics and beer. I said, yeah, it's time for comics and beer. Yeah, all right. Dan Piercy here, and what are we getting into here tonight? It's a beer called Galactic Whoopsie. What's that, Galactic Whoopsie? It's a double New England IPA, and I mean, just that the can art and the fact that it's called Galactic Whoopsie was enough for me to pick this up. So, take an interstellar ride through a nebulous of tropical hop flavor and crash into fresh, ripe stone fruit aromas with Galactic Whoopsie. Hopped to excess with Galaxy Citra. All right, brewery out of Cleveland, Ohio. Bookhouse Brewing, never heard of them. 8% ABV. I'm getting a little sick of IPAs. I'm starting to see a lot of the pumpkin beers in the stores, so maybe we'll move on to that. Nothing against IPAs, I just drink a lot of them, you know, so. It smells pretty good. Tastes pretty good too. So yeah, 4 bottle caps out of 6. 4 bottle caps out of 6, y'all. So I'm doing this while DC Fandom, or Fandom, whatever, is going on. And while I'll probably lose what little viewership I have to that, I get to talk about some of it. So that's good, right? Right? Yeah. I'll put on my thinking cap here. Yeah. So anyways, back to Fandom. The one trailer that I thought was killer was the Wonder Woman trailer. Wonder Woman riding the lightning with her magic lasso. So badass. And I didn't think they would do a cheetah reveal until the movie. But looks pretty good, I think. The only thing I would maybe say is the face looks like the extra who's probably playing. But they'll probably fix that in post, right? But it looks killer. And all the tricks Wonder Woman was doing with her lasso. I mean, it was just a killer trailer. It looked badass. I also saw the Suicide Squad trailer, and, well, I don't know. It didn't look as good. So, speaking of Wonder Woman, let's get into Dead Earth. How good was Dead Earth? Very good. Let's check out some panels. I mean, what can I say? I just love the deconstructed style of this deconstructed warrior Wonder Woman. And like the way they did the lettering, the battle panels, just a killer book. Issue 4 definitely was not as good as issue 3, where they revealed all the mysteries going on. But excellent series. And issue 3 of Wonder Woman Dead Earth was definitely, it's been one of my favorite reads of the year so far. So, Wonder Woman Dead Earth, you guys. I don't think it's received enough attention. Yeah. What's next? Atlantis from Scout Comics. I cannot remember the last time I read a Scout comic. This was pretty good. Bring up a panel. So you have this drifter who's gone into Atlantis, Oregon. A real place, by the way. And he saves this woman in a car accident. Actually, she almost hits him and wrecks her car into a tree. She ends up being the niece for the town sheriff. The town sheriff is telling him, you know, how small the town is. Small town, y'all. Small town, y'all. Small town, y'all. And how there aren't any hotels, how there aren't any places for them to eat after, was it 10 or 11? I think it was 11. A lot of small towns are like that, y'all. Lets him sleep at the police station for the evening, and the gentleman encounters vampires. And he's a bit, well, I won't say anymore. But anyways, this old school art just looks like weathered, like 1970s horror art or something. But this is a good book. I dug it. So, Atlantis, Scout Comics, y'all. What's next? Batman 97. I've enjoyed this series so far. This is just okay. I think, it's moving the story along. Moving the story right along, yes. I do think the best parts of it were interactions with Punchline and Harley, but that's just me. So what's next? Thor 6, Herald of None. I also got the spoiler variant edition. Let's bring up some panels. So, people are losing their minds over this, I think, because of the death of Galactus. And why shouldn't they? But I thought it was good. I thought the build was better, honestly. But some of my favorite panels were when Thor reduces Black Winter. Is that what he's called? Black Winter? Memory is failing. He reduces Black Winter to a snowflake. And he turns Galactus's he puts Galactus's helmet to the entrance of Asgard. Pretty funny. But like I said, I thought the build to this was better than the conclusion. But it's like that with a lot of books. Ain't it? It is. Yes. Boom. What's next? Justice League 51. Now, I've talked before about how they seem to alternate their arcs between like goofy, silly 1970s DC Justice League stuff to more serious arcs. And this arc is definitely more serious, and it was killer. Justice League in space, y'all. The Justice League in space, y'all. It's very cool. Let's look at some panels. Oh, what do you think of that cover? I brought it up to say I think it sucks, y'all. I think that cover sucks. Well, I thought that at first, but now I guess I can appreciate the cartoonish quality of it. I think this is better, though, and more appropriate for the story. So anyways, speaking of the story, so yeah, the Justice League is lured to this dead planet in space where they are battling these tree-like creatures. These panels are killer, aren't they? But who who turned out to be the Black Mercy. The Black Mercy, y'all. Again, the art for this is just very killer. The story was good too. The writer is one Jeff Loveness. He did a book called Judas for Boom. He did one of the Groot books for Marvel, and he's also a TV writer for Rick and Morty. Wow, that's a big deal, right? Yeah. And the artist is one Robinson Roca. He's done tons of DC books: Aquaman, Batman, Superman, Green Lanterns, Supergirl, etc. You get the picture. But this was a killer book. I think this was my read of the week. Maestro #1. Now, I know nothing about the Maestro character. This just read like a Hulk book, which essentially it is, right? And I love this homage to whatever Hulk book this is. I can't remember. That sucks. But, yeah, let's take a look at some panels. So, I mean, there's bearded, long-haired Hulk. He's sometime in the future. He doesn't know what the hell is going on, y'all. And then we have this ancient, weathered MODOK. It's quite a panel there. That's cool. The humans have destroyed the Earth. Very cool panel. Very cool art. And then we see here MODOK trying to be buddies. He's buddying up with the Hulk. But Hulk's not having any of it. And he's saying we'll see what the future brings. And that's another cool sequence of panels where he turns the Hollywood sign into, well, a Hulk sign. But I enjoyed this immensely. Maybe I had low expectations, but it was very good. Peter David writing, and it reminded me of old Peter David comics from the 90s. It did. I also got this because my other copy I dropped and dinged the hell out of. And I love my Immortal Hulk books, so I bought another copy. Yeah, I did. And now we have to get to a book I did not like. Harley Quinn 75. Killer Frank Cho cover, right? This is the series finale, you guys. Yeah. Some things... Let's bring up some panels. So the way this is going down was... it's Harley's birthday, and she's being roasted by her pet beaver. Just, I mean, it's one of those. I'll go more about it. At least the art is pretty cool. So there are stories that people are talking about. Oh, Super Harley, things that may or may not have happened. And there's another one with nice homage to Batman animated series art there. Yay, pretty cool. And then we get to stuff like this. Butt nuggets. I mean, what if I was on here saying, hey, y'all, butt nuggets? I bet you wouldn't come back and watch this. Butt nuggets. Dumb as all hell. And, you know, this is why... I mean, the story sucks. When the panels are just joke after joke with no story of substance, it's just bullshit, you know? Yeah, I don't think Harley and her butt nuggets is very funny. And furthermore, They teased this Harley punchline confrontation in this issue, but really all we got was Harley like losing her mind as she's near death, and this is like between issues 94 and 95 of Batman. There was no death. It was just crap like this. Harley losing her mind. But then we get this this insight. Punchline is hotter, younger, and more extreme with her around. You're redundant. Yeah. I guess that's what they're going for. Breaking Punchline down to those base points, I guess, y'all. And then last but not least, last but not least, this death metal guidebook. I have not read this yet. Probably, maybe because I was so soured on Death Metal 3 last week. Haven't read it yet. Maybe after the vid. And part of this that is not fun. Comic Jabroni. We lost him a week ago. And the second live stream I did was with Rod the Rican, Jeffrey Comic-Con, and Comic Jabroni. Cool guy, genuine person, positive person. Got to meet him in San Antonio in January. We hung out. We hung out 2 nights actually. He came out and met some of my friends in San Antonio. My sisters live there. One of my best friends lives there. Here we are hanging out at a bar in San Antonio. And then the next night, him and his wife Vanessa came out to the hotel bar that we were staying at, and it was just cool. Yeah, I mean, Edwin was awesome. Positive, genuine, enthusiastic, unique personality. I'll tell you what I will miss about Edwin was I would post something funny or like a picture of me like flexing or doing sets of push-ups or pull-ups. And Edwin would message me out of the blue saying, I see you, Dan Piercy. I see that bicep. Just stuff like that on the IG out of the blue. So this one is for you, Edwin. Edwin loved his bourbon. And, well, cheers.